What is going on, my broskiis? My name is Toadskii, back again, here to bring you guys yet another One Piece Treasure Cruise video. Legitimately, like, what the heck is going on? So Global, for some reason, they put a new data download in for a new Suger Fest. We were all expecting Carrot to come out probably next week sometime. So we were thinking maybe there might be a filler Suger Fest. But here we are, guys. You can see right here on screen, Legend Jack is coming to Global first. Yes, you heard that correct. Legend Jack is coming to Global first, and it starts on the 19th of June. No one expected this to happen. Not in a million years. I don't think anyone would have predicted that Legend Jack was going to be arriving at this point in time, especially Global first. That is definitely a curveball that Bandai have thrown at us. So, I mean, it's pretty exciting. So in this video today, we're going to go through not only Legend Jack himself, discuss his abilities and stuff, but I also want to go through the Suger Fest with you guys, break down the structure, and decide whether or not it's worth pulling. I can already tell you guys right now that if you're free to play, you really shouldn't be pulling on this Suger Fest. It's not worth it. It's not a double Legend Raid Suger Fest. It's just kind of like an extra additional Suger Fest that is just thrown in here, which is really, really surprising. So, I mean, let's get straight into it, guys. First thing we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and talk about Legend Jack and discuss his abilities and whether or not he's actually good or not. So let's go ahead and get into it. So first of all, I want to show you guys his unevolved artwork. His unevolved artwork looks really, really good here. You can see that he's not in his mammoth form, but you guys are going to see some pretty crazy stuff when he fully evolves. So let's go ahead and check out his evolved artwork right here. And boom, there we go. He is in his mammoth form. So unfortunately, he doesn't have a captain action that transforms between his normal and his devil fruit ability, which I think would have been amazing. And I think that's what a lot of people were kind of expecting from a Legend Jack. But anyways, let's go ahead and break him down. So he is a strength striker fighter character, and at max level, at level 99 with his limit break, he has 4,127 health, 1836 attack, and 271 recovery. So with a guy like this, and I've already read his ability, so I know what he does, but for this guy specifically, you want to be feeding attack and HP cotton candies. So he's going to have, you know, 4,600 and over 2,000 attack, which is freaking awesome. And then for sockets, what I would recommend, probably Chain Despair, cooldown, and then auto healing. And then the last one would be either damage reduction or orbs or recovery up. Either one of those three I would suggest. But let's go ahead and talk about his captain ability. So this guy, as a captain, is going to be a rainbow captain, 3 times attack and 1.25 times health. I love that they have a health boost. If they gave him at least a health boost or a damage reduction effect, I would have been really happy, and they have done that here. And then he will double the amount of pirate EXP that you earn unless he becomes the captain in the middle of the adventure. That's pretty freaking cool as well. So we finally have our first double EXP captain, and of course it was going to be a legend. This is something a lot of people have been discussing for a long time now, ever since we got Legend Buggy in the game, where he dupe drops for us. You know, we had a couple of Fortnite units that would do that. They give you a chance of dupe dropping something, and then we got a legend that guarantees us a drop. Now, people have been saying for a long time, you know, it'd be awesome if we got like a double EXP captain, and now we have our first one. It's kind of weird though. I would not have expected Legend Jack to be the double EXP captain. I thought it would have been definitely something a little bit different, but it is what it is. I feel like it would have been nice if Jack was just more of a powerful unit that was maybe for powerhouse characters or something. And it's weird that he himself is not a powerhouse unit. He is a striker fighter character. Actually, I didn't check. Does his unevolved form have different classes? He does. Oh, that's interesting. That is interesting. So the unevolved version of Jack is a striker powerhouse character. Okay, well that is actually really intriguing to note. Though his special ability, I guess, wouldn't really be used in powerhouse related teams. But his special ability is also something very, very unique. Something that we haven't seen in the game before. So let's go ahead and break it down. So his special ability, 14 turn cooldown after limit break, of course. So it is quite a high cooldown for what it does. But when you read what it does, you can understand why it would be this high. So it reduces all enemies' health by 20% that ignores barriers and defensive effects. That's really awesome for an AoE health reduction that goes through barriers. That's really, really powerful. A lot of the times when an enemy has a health cut that goes through a barrier, typically it's only to one enemy. So for this guy to do it to all enemies is very useful. And then he extends the duration of your crew's damage reduction cut damage over a certain amount, which I believe is a damage threshold, additional damage at the end of the turn, which is the big one, and all end of turn healing effects by 1 turn. So this is really cool because he himself is a striker and a fighter, and the fact that he is a striker means you could put a character such as Coliseum Kid on this team. And Coliseum Kid's special ability gives you 2 turns of end of turn damage. So I believe the way that it's worded, you could activate this special ability to make the Coliseum Kid special ability, instead of a 2-turn end of turn damage, you can make it 3 turns of end of turn damage, which is really good because you can use it on a stage and then carry it over to the next stage that goes through preemptive attacks, which is one of the big downfalls of the character, because preemptive attacks make the actual effect pointless, so you can't carry it through different rooms. But now you can actually do that with this guy. Now remember, if you're running Jack as a captain, you'd want to be running double Jack for the most EXP, so that means technically you can make it go to a 4-turn end of turn damage with the abilities, which is really cool. And this actually works as well with damage reducing effects and the damage threshold. So another character that would get like amazing usage out of this would be a character like Raid Barto, who gives you 2 turns of damage threshold. So this guy's special ability makes it 3 turns. So that's again very, very awesome. And any end of turn healing effects. So guys like rare recruit Ivankov, or even the new ship from Ho, the Ho ship, which is very, very good, because it has a special ability that heals at the end of the turn for the next 2 turns. So you can use that ship effect and this special ability to give you multiple turns of healing. And that's also something to note as well, is that he is a double EXP boosting captain, right? And we just got the release of Ho literally today. As of me recording this video, the ship has gone live. Now, I've done some calculations. If you have double Jack and the new ship, you get more EXP from that than running double Neptune with the anniversary 3 times EXP ship. This is actually insane. Like, the amount of EXP from this is absurd. So I'm very excited about this, and I'm definitely going to be pulling on this Suger Fest. I literally can't wait. He also has 2 crewmate effects. First one is boosting your crew's base stats by 60, which is pretty good, and also makes your crew's quick recovery and tandem, or makes his own quick recovery and tandem orbs beneficial. So that's actually really nice as well. And that's about it. He doesn't really have anything else, but he has the potential abilities: 7% damage reduction from Dex. He also has slotbind reduction for 7 turns, and also pinch healing. When you're under 50%, he heals 1.5 times his recovery. That's not really that much, and his recovery isn't that high to begin with. So I know some people see pinch healing and they want to give him recovery candies, but I gotta say, his captain effect, giving a health boost, I think that the HP candies are more useful here. And obviously with the attack candies, he goes over 2,000 attack, so that makes a lot of sense. He also has a support ability which will only support Kaido, but at max it gives him 13% of his attack and HP, that's really good. The fact that he goes over 2,000 attack and 13% of that will go to Kaido, that's really cool. So hopefully we get a Legend Kaido in the future, and this guy will be able to attach to it, so it's really, really cool. But now that we've done that, let's actually go through the Suger Fest itself. Now, on the banner, you can see there are a bunch of top-tier legends. You've got V2 Katakuri, you've got Quick Whitebeard, and you've also got the dual unit, Dogstorm and Cat Viper. Now, this is only part 1 of the Suger Fest. Obviously, the rate boosts are going to change along the way, but here we go. Let's go ahead and get into it. The new 2 times Pirate EXP boosting Jack appears as a Suger Fest exclusive character. It's going to be an all gold or better Suger Fest. It gives you information here about Jack and his abilities. Now, it is going to be split into 3 separate parts. Part 1 from the 19th until the 21st, and then from the 21st until the 23rd, and then the 23rd until the 25th. So this Suger Fest goes on for a pretty long time. I don't know why the hell they decided to make it go this long, but it is what it is. Let's continue on. And then it says, here we go. Here is the structure. So parts 1, 2, and 3 are the exact same structure. There's no difference along the way here. So the first multi and the 4th multi are 30 rainbow gems, so always nice to get the discount along the way. The second one, the second multi on every single part, is going to be a rate boosted recommended character. Now this is where things start to drop off a bit, because it's not a guaranteed recommended character, it's only a rate boosted recommended character. So that can include any reds or any of the rare recruits that are boosted along the way here. Unfortunately, from this listing here, we cannot tell the rare recruits that are boosted. But it's really disappointing to see the second multi only recommended characters are just rate boosted. Not a really big fan of that there. And then the 3rd, 6th, and 8th multi are guaranteed to be a Suger Fest exclusive, pretty straightforward. And the 10th multi is a limited pool Suger Fest exclusive rare recruit character. pretty cool. Unfortunately, nothing really too crazy. This just makes me wonder, when is Carrot actually going to be coming out? Because this Suger Fest goes for a pretty long time. So it makes me wonder, like, when is this gonna be, when is Carrot gonna be coming out? Is it gonna be the start of July? I don't really know. It's getting really confusing now, the way that they're, you know, bringing out all of these characters. You can only pull the 5-star versions of Legends, and now here we get to the rate boosted parts. Okay, so for part 1, the rate boosted characters, you've got Jack, you've got V2 Katakuri, as we said before, Quick Whitebeard, V2 Aokiji, and then the dual unit Dogstorm and Cat Viper. That's the one I'm really excited for. I'm really happy that he's boosted part 1, so I'll definitely be doing pulls. I'll probably live stream that as well, so definitely look forward to that. Also, Shiki, Monkey D. Garp, and Nico Robin are all boosted on part 1 as well. I think that part 1, just because it's got V2 Katakuri, Quick Whitebeard, and also Dogstorm and Cat Viper, I think that that's a pretty good part 1 rate boosted pull. For part 2, we've got Jack, V2 Katakuri as well, it looks like. Yeah, he's boosted as well on part 2. That's crazy. Nami, then you got Whitebeard and Marco, Luffy and Ace, Tesoro, V2 Rayleigh, and I think that might be V2 Jinbei as well. So, honestly, part 2, I think, might have the best boosted list. I think part 2 is very solid. Every single one of these units is relatively new and very, very powerful. Part 3, you've got Jack, V2 Katakuri as well. That's awesome that Katakuri is boosted on both parts. You've got V2 Shanks, Baroque, Gear 4 Luffy, Frankie, Zed, and V2 Doflamingo. Yeah, part 2. Part 2 is the best part, in my personal opinion. Out of all of the characters there, I do think part 2 is the best. For myself personally, I'm only missing Brooke, Capone, and Cat Dog, yeah. So I'm definitely going to be pulling on part 1. Hopefully getting either Jack or Cat Viper and Dogstorm. That's what I'm going for sure. And that is about it. So that's all the information we have right now, guys. This is exciting stuff. Let me know your thoughts and opinions about Legend Jack down below in the comment section. Definitely not what we expected from a Legend Jack, and we didn't expect him to be global first, but I'm really excited for him either way. I really hope I can get this guy held ranking up a little bit more. But anyways, I really hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and if you guys have enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like down below, and if you want to stay up to date with all the content I post, including more One Piece Treasure Cruise content, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. But other than that, guys, I'll see you guys within the next video.